Hello, Bobcats and all the other OCPS teachers out there. Going to just go over briefly sort of a plan for how you can have substitutes helping out in conferences on Canvas. So if you're a Canvas admin, this applies to you. So the way we're doing it, obviously, is we are splitting up our different departments into the different members of our leadership team and putting them over them. So what we would have to do if you are having a conference is you're going to go onto the admin panel and you're going to go to Bridgewater. So you're going to have to do this each morning before the sub comes in and get this part set up. If you don't already have yourself as a teacher on all the courses that you oversee, then that's your first step. So in this case, I oversee band, for example. Let me say the band class. If you have the ability to add yourself, you will see it right here. We can hit that little plus sign and then type in SSID and then your personnel number to put yourself as a teacher, and then hit next. Then you click add users. Straightforward so far. Now we can click right here to jump straight to the course. And if the teacher has already set up a conference, then we will see it already in conferences. And it will be right here, which, as you can see, we have available to us. If they have not, then you'll click plus conference and you'll create a new one with whatever date or whatever information you need, and then make sure we hit no time limit right there. But since there's already one set up, I'm going to show you the steps to setting this one up. So we're going to click join in the existing conference. Normally you would click microphone, but for now I don't want it to overlap with the recording I'm making. So we're going to click this link right here. It says invited guest to join the meeting. Once we click that, it's going to open up a new screen with this really long link we don't actually want to use for anything. So we're going to select all that text and we're going to go ahead and hit copy. Now in a new tab, we're going to go to the website bit.ly. bit.ly. One of the problems we're going to run into is subs may have an email address. They may or may not be able to get to it on campus depending on what kind of email address it is. They may get blocked, they may not. So we don't want to do email and sending it to them because we can't rely on that when they create the conference. So instead, we're going to go ahead and click create right here and then paste that long link right there. And we got this all really long link, and now it's turned into this one. Now these links are case sensitive, but now at least all I have to give them is this like 7-digit code. So it's bit.ly/31M6DP4. So we can write that down on a piece of paper. We can let them see it that way. So now let's say, so now on their computer, they're just going to type that link. They can log into the desktop using the daily sub account. Every day that password changes, so they'll get that password daily. They'll be able to log into the desktop presentation station using that sub account, and then using the link you just gave them, they'll be able to log in to the conference. They'll put their name, sub teacher, and then they'll be in the conference. Okay. Now by default, they won't have access to the camera or microphone. So what we're going to do is in our conference, now that the guest is in there, in our conference where we are the teacher, we're going to click on them and click Promote to Moderator. Now they are in charge, and on their screen, they now have the ability to make changes. They can take over and present information. They can turn on their webcam. They can go switch to microphone and click Join Audio and add the microphone that way and follow the directions as they normally would. Now they are over this session. If they leave this session and try to get back in, you will have to re-authenticate them as moderator, so I would tell them just leave this open all day. That way they know they have it, but otherwise, that gets them into the online conference. Now, per the district memo last week, we do know that teachers are hopefully going to start using the Nearpod for subs accounts and be able to do those materials, which I'll be making additional resources for as necessary. But this, they would be able to do a Nearpod presentation, but also be able to have the live conference component available for those students at home. I hope that helped you guys out, gave you an idea of how you might be able to handle subs now that we're in this fully virtual, partially virtual environment. As always, if you have any questions for me, you can always email me, bradley.schreffler@ocps.net. I'll be glad to help you guys out there. And I know you are going to do awesome things for and with your students this year.